Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazin. I do not like scary movies. I don't go to see horror movies. There's only one reason I went to see Lights Out, and that is this lovely young woman right here, Teresa Palmer. I did that so I could come interview you.
Yes.
What is your own relationship to these type of movies? I mean, you know, it's funny because for some people say it's a way for us to kind of let go of some of the stress and tension in our lives.
Yes, totally. I actually really agree. It's sort of like an escapism, I think. You go in there and you get some sort of relief from it, and then you leave the cinema and you're like, thank God that's not real. But I love them. I have a kind of a morbid fascination with horror films and everything supernatural, especially UFOs and aliens, and I've just always been that way.
Have you ever been in a house or had an experience of something?
Yes, my own house. It's such a bummer. I still hate talking about it. But some girl came over to my house with her baby, and she's an intuitive, and she was like, there is an entity in this house. And I was like, what? And it was the second person who had told me that. And she's like, don't worry, he's just in your bedroom. It's nowhere else. I was like, oh, thank God. Thank you so much for the good news. And then later, a couple of nights later, I'm in bed with my husband, 1:30 a.m. in the morning. And I'm like, baby, I can't sleep. I'm really thinking about this. Do you think there is something there? And the perfect horror film moment, he was like, Teresa, there's no such thing as ghosts. She's crazy. And then cut to, we hear this scraping noise, and the huge mirror on our wall starts sliding slowly down the wall before our eyes, and then just went poof, and then smashed into thousands of pieces. And I was like, you made him angry. And then my husband was saging the house the next day.
You know what I find fascinating about these movies and a lot of audiences is that you do things that inherently we would think we'll never do. Do not go into that closet. Do not go down those stairs into the basement.
To the basement.
Are you the type of person, or do you get, I'm walking away?
I'm like, oh, there's something in my house. Me and my child are under the cover. I'm the worst. I say it to my husband, if he ever goes out of town, you need to make sure someone is in this house, sleeping here, to take care of me, because I'm the worst. I feel like I'm that person that just freezes in a situation like that. I wouldn't know where to go, what to do. And I watch a lot of these true crime shows because I'm trying to be like, all right, what are my survival techniques? I'll do this, and then, oh, that was a good survival thing. But yeah, I'm really scared.
And obviously this movie is in the genre of scary horror films, but at the heart and soul of it, I thought it's really a story about family. How do we come together?
Yes.
And I was wondering if you could just talk a little bit about what family means to you.
Well, family's everything. But I was particularly attracted to this movie because there is this beautiful family at the center of the story. Very dysfunctional, absolutely, but you're rooting for them and it's grounded in reality, and that's what I loved about it. It sets it apart from other horror films. And yeah, and to me, family is your whole life. It's like what you know. It grounds you and roots you, and it's where you come from. And so it's very, very important to care about these people. And that's why I think this movie really works, because we don't want anything bad to happen to them.
But it kind of shows when you're going through this experience of this movie that be nice to some weird friends that you may have in life, because we could all have a Diana somewhere that's going to come back and be there. Did you ever have an experience like that growing up, where there was some unusual person that wanted to be your friend, and how you dealt with it?
Yeah, well, I was the person who, I was in the group that anyone who didn't have friends, I was like, come be friends. Even if it didn't make sense at all, they had nothing in common with us, they didn't really want to be friends with us, I was like, please join. And everyone knows that about me. I would always keep expanding our friendship group. And even if it was people who probably didn't fit in the group so well, I was always that person. So luckily, I'm pretty sure I haven't burnt any bridges in my life. But yeah, I like that.
So, Palmer, I can't thank you as always. And this is
Yes.
Until next time.
Okay.